Dr. Sindhu and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a platform where management and commerce terminologies are being explained at the most easiest way possible. If you like it, subscribe it and don't forget to press that bell icon. Thank you. Today's topic, financial derivatives. What is this derivative? Let's take the definition of a derivative and try to explain it. Derivative is a contract that derives its value from an underlying asset. Sounds a little complicated? Yes. But when broken and understood in a smaller bits, it's the most easiest and the interesting topic. So, which all to break out and which all to learn for. First, contract which derives the value from an underlying asset. What's a contract? Contract, in simpler terms, if we have to take, it's an agreement between two parties. All of us know contract is an agreement between two parties. Okay? The value of that contract derives from an underlying asset. Now, to know what is this underlying asset, let me take a small example. All of us know curd, all of us know milk. Okay? From milk, we extract curds. Correct? Now, if I want to value this curd, if I want to price this curd, the price of this curd is completely dependent on the milk. The value of milk determines the value of curd. Correct? So, now this is a derivative which the curd is a derivative which gets its value from the underlying asset, that is milk. Okay? So, in this example, underlying asset is milk. The milk value determines the curd value. Understood? Okay. This was the most easiest form. Now, if we have to take this same terminology in a financial terms, then what are these underlying assets can be? Underlying assets can be index, commodities, forex, and any other assets. Okay? So, derivative is a contract which derives its value from its underlying asset, which is nothing but, it can be anything, that is index, commodity, forex, assets, etc. Any other assets. Now, after we understood what financial derivative is, now let's see who are the players in a derivative market. Players in financial derivative markets. Who are those? Hedgers, speculators and arbitrators. First of all, we didn't understand the concept of derivatives properly. If we go for all these high funda terms, can we understand anything? Definitely no. But why I have chosen these players is, when I am explaining these players, you will automatically understand what a derivative market is. Okay, so let's take this first, hedgers. Before I take that, I will take an example for all these three to be explained in a simplest way. The example, onions we will take, because the price fluctuation for it is the highest and the risk involved is also high. So, say suppose I have one onion farmer. He grows onions. In another 15 days, his onions should be in the market. Presently, the pricing is 50 rupees per kilo. But he has a doubt whether the same 50 rupees will it be on the day when his onions come to the market or not. So, he wants to guarantee for this 50 rupees. Likewise, there is one food processing company where their raw material is also onions. Now, their product pricing completely depends on this raw material of onion. They are worried, what if the price after 15 days, the price if it is increasing. So, farmer here is worried about the falling price, and the manufacturing industry is worried about the rise in price. Today 50 rupees, they are comfortable. But after 15 days, it can go to 75 rupees, which they are not comfortable with. So, both of their intention is same. That's why what they do, these both get into an agreement or the contract. When today they get into a contract today, that is 6/6/2019. For what? This 50 rupees. Okay? This person, this farmer will be selling his onions on 6/6/2019 for 50 rupees to this manufacturing unit. Understood? So, now both are guaranteed for that 50 rupees. He need not worry when the price goes low, or he need not worry when the price goes up. Both are in a win-win situation, and this is called hedging. What are they doing here? They are hedging their losses. They are safeguarding, they are protecting themselves against the price fluctuation. Understood? Now, next is speculators. Speculators are those people who are neither directly as a farmer, they are not involved, nor they are using that product. They are the outsiders. Outsiders who feel that they can make money from these onions. They feel that, okay, today this farmer is ready to sell at 50 rupees. Maybe after 15 days, it is ready. The market can go up to 75 rupees. Keeping this expectation in mind, what they do? They get into the agreement with the farmer. They tell, boss, anyways, for 50 rupees you are selling it to him. The same 50 rupees I am ready to give, please give it to me. Okay, they will be getting into the contract. Now, what this speculator will do? He is not using those onions. Okay, he finds out a market where he can sell this 50 rupees product to say 60 rupees. Okay, he is not the user. Speculator is not the user of the product. He buys the product only with the expectation that the price may go up in future. Okay, today he bought it for 50 rupees. After 15 days, if the market price is 60 rupees, he makes a profit of 10 rupees per kilo. Understood? And he is called the speculator. Okay, with the expectation of a raise in price, today he will be getting into the contract. Understood? Third players, and they are called the arbitrators. Who are these arbitrators? They are the people who make profit by the difference of pricings in the market. If I have to explain you with the same example, say there is another farmer B who produces same onions. He is ready to sell at rupees 40 per kg. Okay. Here in the farmer A, he was ready to sell it at 50 rupees, and this farmer B is ready to sell at 40 rupees. This arbitrator, he knows the market very well. That means he knows that there is a person who is ready to buy onions for 50 rupees per kg. Now what he does, he has his dealers in all the surrounding villages. He got the comparison now. What he does, he gets into a contract with this farmer who is ready to give it at 40 rupees and gets into an agreement to sell it to 50 rupees to the manufacturing unit. He tells, boss, anyways you are ready to buy it at 50 rupees with farmer A. Instead, with me you can get it at the same cost. He makes a profit of rupees 10 per kilo buying from farmer B and selling it to the same manufacturing unit. So now if I have to conclude the whole session, whole class, firstly we spoke about financial derivatives. Financial derivatives means a contract which derives its value from its underlying assets. What are those underlying assets? The underlying assets can be equities, can be index, can be commodity markets, can be forex, can be any other assets. Okay. Next, we started learning about the players in derivatives markets. There are three main players. First one, they are the hedgers who they protect their risk from hedging. Then speculators who make profit by the expectation of rise in the price of future. And the third and the most intelligent people, they are called the arbitrageurs who make money from place of lesser value to the place of greater value. They sell and make money. And this was the topic for today. Next video, I will be uploading on types of derivatives. So please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to press that bell icon. Thank you all.